What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch and my Kick King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is put the title on every video. Once you put the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up, all right? Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a face sound verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get these notifications, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you informed, or keep you entertained. So with that being said, you know how we get down over here on this channel. We talk about the new scams, the new fraud, the new methods, the new bank methods, the new bank scams, the dark world, the dark web, everything that's going on in this fraudulent world that we all live in. Now, it's a lot of people that ask me a lot of different things about sites on the dark web, different scams, different methods, different glitches, different things. And a lot of people don't understand that at the end of the day, wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed because the opportunity to make money is there. And if the opportunity to make money is there, people are going to figure out a way to get those funds in a fraudulent way so it won't come back to them and they don't have to pay it back. Just how it is, right? So ever since COVID-19, scams and fraud have been up 600 to 800%. And it's like this big dark cloud that's coming over the world because for the past 6, 7 years, people have been flashing money like this on social media, making videos, taking pictures, you name it, promoting different methods, different scams, different dark web tactics, different things. And the world feeds the people inaccurate information, meaning that there are a lot of people that feed other people wrong information, and they get this information and they believe that it's true. So when somebody else comes along and give them the correct information, they think that information is wrong. So when it first things first, people got to get knowledgeable of what's really going on, because if you're not knowledgeable, you'll fall for anything. You stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, right? So in the dark world, the scam world, fraud world, whatever y'all want to call it, there are three different people, three different type of people: scammers, fraudsters, and hackers. Those three people do not do the exact same thing. So when people see people flashing money like this, and they be like, "You a scammer? You scam?" Everybody that got money is not a scammer. There are millions of ways for people to make lump sums of money out here. There are many people out here that have multiple hustles that know how to manage their money, which can get money like this. So when somebody automatically says somebody is a scammer or doing some type of scam, that lets me know that their brain is this big, because there are multiple ways to make money out here. People do credit, people do a lot of different things. Got jobs, good paying jobs. People got businesses, people got, it's a lot going on out here, right? People know about loans, business funding. Me, I do the credit thing, the life coaching thing, the brand advisory. I own a production company. I manage artists, I manage content creators. I do a lot of different things that pertains passive income. It's all about learning how to make passive income, but we'll talk about all that in a different video, right? And they just say, "Oh, you a scammer, you a fraudster, right? You a scammer, you scamming, right?" No. So scammers are people who social engineer, trick, or manipulate other people into giving them their own money, right? Fraudsters are people who basically utilizes somebody else's information to obtain goods. Scammers hackers are people who basically compromise, steal information, powerful, valuable information, and they might hold it for ransomware. Example, you got hackers out here that just compromised Nike database and held it for ransomware and said, hey, pay us $3 million or we're gonna leak this information. And what that information was different sizes, different things that if the the counterfeit industry got a hold of that, the counterfeit Nike shoes and Jordans will be even better because they now have the exact measurements, the exact product, the exact things that the real company is using. They now know where to get the exact what they need to make the shoes even better. A lot of different companies have been compromised and held for ransomware. All you gotta do is type in ransomware companies that have been held under ransomware, and they'll all pop up. It's all everything is on Google, right? You can find anything on Google. So when it comes to the dark web, people ask me about different sites, different methods, different things, and people gotta understand the average American brain is this big. The average American was never told anything about the dark world, or scams, methods, or none of that. Like you, when we went to school, nobody was. We were there isn't a class that teaches us about the dark world or the dark web, or what's going on there, or what people can do. So a lot of times when people hear certain things, they automatically think it's not real, it's fake. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? So this is what I want people to start understanding. If we all can utilize technology to do a lot of different things, why wouldn't you think certain things aren't true or aren't real? People got have to start understanding that the real fraud world runs off technology because everything that we utilize in this world is ran off technology. When we go to the banks and we deposit money, there is no box, safety lock box in the back of that bank with your name on it where physical cash goes into it. Your money is now a digital number, technology. And if that bank system was to shut down, when they doing maintenance and things like that, can we touch that money? Can we transfer that money out? Can we get it? No. So what does that tell you? Technology now has your money. Is you're saving your money with technology. Your money, your the amount of money you have saved in that bank account is now a digital number, and that's technology. In order to get into our mobile accounts, you have a username and you have a password. That username and password is connected to your account, which is connected to technology, which is basically saying this code and this code is attached to this database and this account. And once we put it in, it unlocks this database. That's what a username and password does. It unlocks a database with your files, your information in it, which is technology. Databases, systems, waves, all these different things are technology. Our phones, technology. We're able to go to different sites. We're able to watch videos real time due to technology from our phones, from our TVs. Now think about this. We all got iPhones. When we go to the maps on our iPhones, where does it say we are? It says we're in our exact location. How is that possible? Tracking devices, signals, waves, antennas in our phones. So think about this. We got these apps: Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, ACH transfers, bank accounts, where we can take this digital number as long as it's verified to be there in a coded database matrix and send it anywhere that we want to send it to in a lick of a second. I might be in California, you might be in New York, but I can send you $1,000 through Cash App in a second. I can send you anything through these different platforms in a second due to technology. When a payment is rejected and it says please try again, and you try again and it goes through, that's technology. That was an error in the technology. It didn't read right. All apps are coded. This is what people don't understand. Every application is coded, meaning that it is com- there are commands that's making this application. Just like different applications like Lovable and Base 44 or something like that, where you can basically utilize technology, AI, to create your application just off of your words. That's technology. So think about that. AI, artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence is one of the highest forms of technology because is if you can program a robot to think like a human, act like a human, move like a human, how strong do you guys not understand technology is? So if there is an application where you can send and receive and store and save money and link debit cards to, what else do you think is possible? Do you think people can get into these databases, these servers, and these networks? Cash App, Venmo, Zelles, PayPal's, you name it. They all have servers, databases, and networks. Banks have servers, databases, and networks. Everything has a server, database, and network. Hackers are real. And everything has these codes and these different, different, different codes that are stored everywhere in the matrix. So people, I gotta go back to it. People ask me all the time, what sites are real? Why I can't never find a site? Blah blah this, blah blah that, dark web this, dark web that, right? And people have to understand the dark web is just not no frivolous place that you could just go on and just willy nilly and hee hee and ha ha. This is a dark place that holds dark information and it's illegal. Some of the information on there and products on there is illegal. Not everything is illegal, but most and majority of the products and information on there is. It's not illegal to get on the dark web, but once you start indulging in illegal activity and products, that's when it becomes a problem. People got to understand that it's a mind thing. There are cybersecurity police officers. There are police officers on the dark web searching and surfing all day, every day to catch people who are making fraudulent websites and things like that. So when people say, "Man, I went to this website on the dark web, it was fake. I went to that website on the dark web, it was fake." Most websites on the dark web that you can freely go to are fake because why would somebody still, it doesn't matter if it is a dark web. Why would somebody willingly and freely be promoting and selling illegal goods or illegal products or showing illegal things? They still want to be protected on the dark web. So most sites on the dark web are one, invitation only, two, you have to have a login to get into it, or three, you just got to know somebody who can get you in there. Most people find people and sites on different forms on the dark world, on the dark web. And due to it being a new such thing as GPT, there are a lot of fraudulent sites popping up on the dark web, like a lot of fraudulent fake sites that's mimicking other sites, so on and so on. Due to the evolution in the age of scammers, fraudsters, and hackers getting younger and younger due to technology, due to kids being on these game systems and playing with adults and these adults being weirdos and sickos and telling kids how to do certain things. There's a lawsuit right now actually going on against um roadblocks, anybody who's playing on there and it's a situation and you can get up to $300,000. The world is real. People walk around and act like, oh, this is not real, that's not real, oh, that's not, that won't happen. and then until it does happen. We have to understand that, hey, everything is real. We not aliens is real. So whatever you hear people saying and talk about, at some point or form, it has to be real. Just like when 5, 6 years ago, when people was doing the 100 to $1,000, 200 to everybody, oh, that's fake, blah blah blah. No, that was part of a tech fraud. That was one of the first batches of the new era tech fraud that was going on due to the vulnerability of Cash App and all these different platforms because they were new. They were just being created, and technology is real. So they found flaws in the database in the system. Debit card and credit cards been a thing. It was just that a lot of people were getting it from people or doing it with people or getting scammed by people who heard about it and utilized their brain and said, you know what? Blah blah blah. I'm gonna act like I got it and sell it and promote it and then y'all know how that went. But y'all gotta understand technology is real. We use technology all day. So the dark web is all about finding forms, finding people. Like I said, it's not. I don't suggest anybody go on there because there are people on there that monitor the interests of the dark web, meaning that they find people IPs and so on, and they compromise it. Because once you, if a hacker was to compromise somebody's computer IP, they can literally take over your computer and you gonna have no type of access to it, and they can get into all your accounts, passwords, and all that because your computer is compromised, and they're gonna run the code search on it. And they're gonna get your pin to every. It's real out here, right? So people ask me, like, I just made a video on the hidden wiki that is a place where people go and it displays a lot of different places, a lot of different services. I told you guys about the dark cloud. I told you guys about a lot of different sites on the dark web, and like I told you guys before, dark websites are not www.darkcloud or this or that.com. No, they're all encrypted .onion sites, meaning that it's a long looking Bitcoin looking address with .onion at the end, and you can't promote onion sites on the clear net or the regular net. It's prohibited. You can't. They won't even let you. So it's hard for people to really even promote dark web sites. So most people who find sites, real sites, and people are on forums on the dark world and the dark web. And due to it being a new generation and new scammers, fraudsters, and hackers and things like that, there are real sites that pop up. There is a site called Daniel's Onion. Now, Daniel's Onion, like I said, the website is not www.danielsonion. No, it's none of that. It's a long encrypted looking Bitcoin looking address with .onion at the end that you cannot promote on social media or any platforms, and I will not be promoting. But this is the name of it. So Daniel's Onion is a place where it's the new and the advanced Wikipedia. So you basically it's like Chat GPT mixed with or fraud GPT mixed with Wikipedia in one. And we all know Wikipedia is a place that it's like a umbrella to different platforms, different services, like a Craigslist on the dark web. This service, that service, this and that, that. Daniel's Onion is something like is that but enhanced. So you can go in there and commit it to do websites for you. You go in there and commit it to it's a workshop on there that'll help you create that it can that help you, but that will direct people to different places or different sites or platforms that will help do different services or teach different services, ethical hacking. Like you can learn ethical hacking on there, but people understand ethical hacking is hacking. And it's all up to that person to decide what they want to do with their skills. If they want to go do some black hat hacking for illegal purposes with their skills, that's what they decided to do. They want to stay all positive and do have nothing to do with that world. That's what they decide to do. So people gotta understand hacking is hacking. It's just all about what that person decides to do. So they have servers on there for ethical hacking. Like I said, there are people who get paid a lump sum of money to help different businesses, different companies improve their security database and help them stay less vulnerable to hackers, black hats, and things like that. So all hackers are not bad. That's what people understand. All hackers are not bad. Hackers are the people who design different security databases for different companies, help people get back into their their emails and sites and things like that. Like sometimes we need hackers to get back into important documentations and files that we need. So it it's different things like that. There are platforms check they got updated and new forms of check sites and credit card sites. They got a lot going on red rooms, corn, CORN on there. Y'all know what's going on when I say corn. Replace it with a P. They got a lot going on there, and it's all up to date. Like multiple GPT sites, multiple sites. So Daniel's Onion is a new, um, basically a new and improved Wikipedia on the hidden wiki on the dark web. And like I said, the website is not danielsonion.com. No, it's a long encrypted address that looked like a Bitcoin address with .onion at the end. And you can't promote dark web URLs on social media on platforms. I will not be promoting it, but I'm just, letting you guys know what's out there. And I can't control nobody or what they do. So if you guys decide to go do your due diligence and research and come across whatever, hey, that's on you. But I won't be sharing a link. I won't be doing any of that. Keeping it cool over here, right? So it's a lot going on in the dark web. The dark web is like it's like how is the new NBA, like the NBA don't got the same feel as it once did before. Like how the NBA was an older league, now it's a younger league. That's how the dark web in the world is. It's a younger world and a younger dark web and world. People doing different things. You got sites on there for roadblocks. You got sites on there for Minecraft, 2K game. You got sites on there that's selling accounts, all different type of stuff on the dark web due to these kids. Kids are taking over. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out there in this real crazy world that we all living in, because these things are true. These things are happening. And if we're not aware what's going on, how we gonna keep ourselves safe? It's impossible. We just vulnerable out there. At the end of the tunnel, there's always a victim. It might be somebody, it might be the bank, it might be both. And nobody wants to become a victim. So, like I tell you guys all the time, make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock to monitor all your social media and financial accounts to make sure no suspicious or funny activity is going on. And then monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information is on there floating around being sold. So make sure you guys get your Norton LifeLock. Make sure you guys are freezing all three of your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. So nobody get anything in your name. No loans, credit cards, lines of credit, no cars, no apartments, no nothing, not even you, unless you unfreeze it. Make sure you guys get new credit card and debit cards numbers every so often. We tap, insert, swipe all day, every day for years, and we keep the same card. And every time we do, that information is going on some type of database, and there's always a database compromised, leak, or hack. So you get a new card, new information, that old information no longer be valid. And if it was part of a leak or a hack, it wouldn't work because you got a new card, new information. All right, invalid information. All right, so make sure you guys are staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out there in this real crazy world that we all living in. And like I said, stay more safe, stay more cautious, and be more aware. Shout out to all my Real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 250. Make sure y'all book your seat on the Crypto Tour and Personal Limited Gems, 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 750. Make sure y'all booking out, checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram, the Potato app, and Discord, Millionaire Networking World. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell, all the YouTube channels, the Twitches, IGs, TikToks, Snapchats, Kick, Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives, and make sure y'all get in where y'all fit in with these loads. All right, 125 and up, Cash App, Bitcoin payments. Send me that screenshot when you payment ready. We can go from there. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.